Welcome everyone to BC's Offbeat Bass Gear. I am BC, and today we're going to be talking about a bass builder and a bass that I think isn't really as widely known in this country as it should. I think they're really kind of in the shadow of Warwick, which is just, a giant of sort of the bass building industry. And the builder in question is Sandberg, which is also based in Germany. The bass in question we're going to be looking at today, this is the Sandberg TerraBass. I picked this up from Chicago Music Exchange. I traded a Marco jazz bass for it a few years back. I thought I wanted a bass that was similar to a Stingray, and this definitely has sort of the Stingray lineage. You'll see the single humbucker in the bridge, and very similar layout. Your bass boost, your mid boost, your treble boost, with a master volume. It's has an active preamp, has the two on a side design that you see with the Music Man, but it has its own unique features. The TerraBass is a few years old. It's actually the Rammstein Signature bass. Originally, this came strung B-E-A-D, essentially giving you a 5-string range on a 4 without the high G string. I restrung it to standard G-D-A-E. It's a really neat little instrument. It has a full 2-octave range, which a lot of basses do not have, and I really like, to be honest with you. I also like the fact that it's a clean neck. By that I mean no dot markers. Now it does have dot markers on the side. I hope the camera can pick that up. It has a really nice sort of 5-bolt design holding the neck in. This is a bolt-on bass. The battery compartment's really easy to get a hold of and access. I've had pretty good use out of this as far as the life of the battery goes. And I really like it. The fact that it runs with a 0 fret, which I hope you can see up at the nut here, means that the wider nut slots that it has to accommodate the low B really hasn't been a huge deal. It was very easy to restring, and it works quite fine in a standard tuning bass. Let me just take you through sort of the essential parts of it. I'll play it thumb style, finger style, pick, muted, just kind of walk you through the whole thing. It's going to be going through my classic PV Basic 60. It's a solid state single 12, which I think has got a tone that's pretty close to what most bass players will typically be running through, in one form or another. I have all the controls set at noon, except for the pre and post, which I've had at about 3. Let me take you through this. I like to run the EQ with the bass dialed up a little bit on this. I have the mid taken up a bit, and the treble has a little bit of a beef to it as well. Pickup's pretty powerful. It's maybe set a little further forward, perhaps, than a Stingray. It just feels a bit different than a Stingray. And I like the fact that this one is anchored pretty tightly. The issue I've always had with Stingray basses is, at least the ones that I've tried, the pickup has shifted, and because I use the pickup as a thumb rest, that's how I've always played. It's been a little uncomfortable for me, but this one is really seated rock solid. I'm going to just take you through some basic riffs with this, just so you can get a sense of what it sounds like. And if you're looking for sort of a really quality German-made bass and you want something a little bit different than Warwick, I really think Sandberg is worth taking a look at. Their California series is pretty popular. They make some very interesting sort of Explorer-style basses that remind me of the old Explorer bass that Entwistle played that had the precision bass neck on it. I think their California series is probably their best-selling and most popular. They're hard to get in the US just by virtue of not having a huge dealer network. I think that's one of the big issues with them. But let me take you through this. I'll run it through with a few sounds. You can let me know what you think. Please put some comments in the bottom. Let me know if you liked it, you didn't like it, what you'd like to see. And, encourage you to subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to it. let's hit it with a pick. And let's close it out with fingerstyle again. Well, let me know what you think of it. Like I said, I think Sandberg makes a really good bass. I think they're kind of underappreciated. If you're looking for a bass that's kind of priced maybe right around what Warwicks are, but probably not up as high as some of the higher end Warwicks go, I really think the Sandberg's a good way to go. They make kind of their own version of the jazz bass, their own kind of P bass variation. This one is pretty easy to find on the used market, and it's pretty affordable actually. I really like it a great deal, and I'd like to hear what you have to think. So please comment below, and if you like, subscribe. And I want to thank all of you for taking the time to watch this today. Get out there, enjoy life, and stay safe. Thanks very much. This is BC for BC's Offbeat Bass Gear. Have a good day.